tips for work-at-home moms. I mentioned that having a good morning routine is essential. It's the best thing ever. I got a lot of messages from you guys saying I don't know how to do a good morning routine. I feel like my days just get all mixed up, and I don't even know where to start with starting a morning routine. So that is exactly what today's video is going to be. It's going to be 6 tips to help you guys start healthy morning habits. On a lot of the lists that I had seen on like Pinterest and stuff when I was doing research for this video, they all said make your bed in the morning. And this is something that I completely live by as well. I try to do this every single day because I feel like when my bedroom is clean, it just helps really motivate me to want to finish the rest of the house. It's such a quick thing to check off your to-do list. So adding that one thing that's super easy to your routine and being able to check it off is amazing. Especially, I feel like our entire nutrition comes from iced coffee or some form of caffeine. But whenever I first make my coffee, it's obviously always too hot. So before my coffee cools down enough for me to actually drink it, I will take a glass of water and just fill it up with ice and water and try to just chug it back, just to try to get some water in throughout the day, because I know that throughout the day, all I'm gonna be doing is drinking at least some form of Red Bull or at least some form of caffeine. It is so important to take care of yourself. So doing that one thing for yourself a day, which is just drinking water in the morning, is just such an easy way of doing self-care for yourself. I don't know about you guys, but around my house, I feel that there's always something that I can do, but I've always been putting it off because I obviously just don't wanna do it. So when you are making your list, make sure to write down something that you've been putting off. So for example, if that's washing the bedding or dusting the mirrors or just something that you've been putting off that you just have in the back of your head, and being able to do that one thing right in the morning, like literally before you do anything else. Like you wake up, you make your bed, you put the load of laundry in, you dust the mirror, you do anything like that. And especially if you do that one task in the morning, it just helps to set you up to be more productive throughout the day. Now the next thing is something that I try to do, but I don't always get around to doing it, and that is go for a walk. So I follow Bits of Brie over on Instagram, and I'm sure you guys know exactly who she is. And she actually was the one who inspired me to put this message, I guess, in this video. She always goes on walks with her kids and her dogs and just herself. And just being able to take a break and go outside, take your kids to the park, because at least in my area, they are now open, or take your dog for a walk, or do anything outside with some fresh air. It's just such a nice change of scenery, especially in the morning when it's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's just nice to get the family outside doing something active. And especially as stay-at-home moms, I feel like we're stuck inside the house all the time because obviously nothing is open. It's not like you can just go over to the mall or go over to HomeSense. It's still a different type of scenery outside right now, but going for a walk, the kids will appreciate it, the dog will appreciate it, and ultimately your body will thank you for getting some fresh air and some change of scenery from just inside the house. So the next thing on my list is honestly something that I'm going to try to implement more, but I thought that I would still share it because it is so important. So the next thing is to send somebody you know a nice message. So in the mornings, it's always nice to just send somebody like your fiance or your mom or your friend or anybody a nice message to help their day start better. It's such an easy thing that you can do, and it's so important to check up on your friends, especially if you haven't talked to them in a little while. Especially right now when everything with the virus is going on, people are stuck at home and it's really hard on some people's mental health. So checking up on your friends and sending them a nice message in the morning to help their day start better will also help your day start better as well, because it feels nice to reach out to your friends and make sure that they're okay. And it's so easy, and it's just a really nice, quick thing to do. So the next thing on my list is actually something that you do at nighttime to set yourself up for the morning. Whenever I make my lists, I always make them at nighttime. So at nighttime, before you go to bed and before you turn off all your electronics and stuff, make yourself a list for the next day. So this way you make sure that you don't forget anything, and obviously in the morning you don't have time to make a list for the entire day. So it's so much easier to make and form that list when the babies are asleep and that you have a little bit of office time for yourself. And if there's anything the next day that I realize needs to be done that I forgot about, then I'll just add it on the list at that time. But a big chunk of the list I always make at 7 p.m. when Charles is asleep. So that was everything for today's video. I know that it was kind of short, but I really hope that these pointers helped you guys out a little bit. These are things that I do implement in my daily life, or I'm trying to start implementing more. If you guys use any of these pointers, then make sure to let me know in the comments down below. As always, my Instagram is linked down below for you guys as well. And if you guys like this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you guys can be notified when I upload my next video. And anyways, with that being said, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye! Okay, so welcome to the end of the video. I did realize that this video was honestly pretty short, so I asked over on my Instagram if you guys had any questions to add like a Q&A to the end of this video. So here we are. So I got a lot of questions about my necklace and my glasses, which is honestly kind of strange because I don't even think about wearing them anymore. I just put them on every day. My necklace is the Kendra Scott like birthstone necklace from Nordstrom.ca, and I think it was like 70 bucks. So my glasses are from Bonlook, and these are called the Femme Libre glasses. They're basically the biggest frames that they sell on Bonlook because I have such a big head. So one person asked, is there anything in life you would redo? Why or why not? Honestly, I wouldn't necessarily say that there is anything that I would redo because I don't like living life with regrets. I would, I guess, love to go back and redo high school with the mentality that I have now. When I was in high school, if you guys knew me in high school, I was a very different person. So I do wish that I could go back to high school and enjoy it with the mentality that I have like as an adult, I guess. Also, the number one question that I had gotten asked as well is, will you guys have more babies? And honestly, as of right now, the answer to that is no. I know obviously Charles is still young and things can change, but as of right now, I don't want any more kids. I don't think I could mentally deal with it. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have a brother. His name is Cameron, and he is 26 years old, I think. He lives honestly pretty far away, so we don't see him too much, and he also works a lot, like he's a shift worker. So I don't see him too much, but I do try to kind of keep him up to date on Charles's life and stuff. But I do have a brother, and he's older. So another person asked, where do you see your channel in 1 year? And honestly, I've only been doing YouTube now with my new branding for 4 months, and my channel is almost at 1,000 subscribers, which is absolutely wild. So honestly, within 1 year, I hope to see my channel at least monetized through the YouTube credentials. I would love to be able to do more collabs with people and have that on my channel. So if you guys are looking to do a collab with somebody, reach out to me through DMs on Instagram because I always respond to my DMs. And like I said, I'm looking to do more collabs. I'm hoping to be sat at least 3,000 subscribers. So on Instagram, I'm hoping to at least possibly have the swipe up feature, which if you guys know, that is 10,000 followers. I'm currently almost at 3,000 followers, but remember that's only been 3 months of me really trying. So I can only imagine if I try this hard for an entire year where I could actually be. And one person asked, where is your favorite place to shop? Honestly, I don't really buy clothes for myself too often, but when I do, they're probably from like Marshalls or Winners. I do really like Nordstrom. I do actually buy a lot of clothes from Nordstrom, like their juniors or like whatever it's called line. But Nordstrom just has honestly everything. Like you can buy higher priced items, or you can buy from like their BP line, which is like a lot cheaper. I mean, cheaper. But honestly, I would have to say Nordstrom or Winners. What editing software do you use? I use Final Cut Pro. I've talked about Final Cut Pro in a lot of my videos. It is the best editing software. It does take a little bit to get used to. I actually went to school for marketing, and it was a course that we had in class, so that's how I learned how to use Final Cut Pro. There's still some things in Final Cut Pro that I don't understand, and that I would love to do like a Skillshare class on or something. Like color correcting and stuff. I don't understand how to really do that. It's more just like playing around with like the nodules and stuff. I don't know how to do that. So that is actually the end of the video now, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed. I think it was kind of fun to do a Q&A at the end of the video. I've never actually done one of these before. So if you guys have any more questions for me, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. Like I said, I always respond to my DMs. That is it for today's video, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed. So I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.